Good, happy Friday evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's get started. First up, breaking news. Man takes 4 children to Colorado, refuses to bring them home to New Hampshire, police say. Police in Salem said Friday they are looking for a man accused of taking his 4 children to Colorado and refusing to bring them back home to their mother. Salem police said they believe that Matthew, 30 of Taunton, Massachusetts, said his 4 children, a 9-year-old boy, an 8-year-old boy, and a 5-year-old boy, and a 3-year-old girl, have been staying in campgrounds and parking lots in the Denver area, but that hasn't been confirmed. Police said Matthew's ex-wife reported Monday that he was refusing to bring the children home. She said she fully concealed rights to the children, but she made arrangements for Matthew to take them temporarily when she got situated. Matthew is believed to be driving a 2015 white Chevrolet with New Hampshire disabled veteran plate 2559. He is also believed to be hauling a white 2000 Jericho Eagle pop-up camper with New Hampshire plate T400759. Anyone with information is asked to call local police or Detective Mike of the Salem Police Department at 603-890-2321. Boys and Girls Club employee charged with assaulting kissing girl. A fired employee of a local Boys and Girls Club is facing multiple charges for pulling girls' hair on or clothing and kissing others on the cheek, police said. Dudley police said the behavior was reported on Tuesday evening but allegedly occurred earlier that day. Club officials said it had to fire the employee and said police said charges were filed on Friday. The suspect was identified as a 33-year-old male of Southbridge, but police did not immediately release his name. He faces 6 counts of assault and battery on children and 1 account of disobeying a peace officer said. Investigators said the incidents all occurred while he was working at the club in the cafeteria area. One girl who asked to remain unnamed said on Thursday that the employee pulled her hair and threatened her and her friends. Police said the suspect will be summoned to court for a show cause hearing in October. United Way of Androscoggin County holds annual Day of Caring. Let's take a listen to this video from WMTW News 8 in Maine.
Putting words into action and making change happen. The United Way kicking off their 2017 campaign Friday with a day of caring.
I am just giving back to the community, and community is huge for me.
Nearly 300 volunteers spent the day at over 35 sites across Androscoggin County, doing everything from cooking to raking to collecting food for those in need.
This is the first time I've actually been on a team that has gone out on the United Way Day of Caring, so it's kind of a cool experience for me.
Lending the most hands this year, TD Bank, with over 130 volunteers.
It's amazing. This is what we're about, being in the community and knowing what our contribution does is huge for us.
Tracy Brousseau has been volunteering with TD Bank for 6 years. Today, spending her morning preparing Meals on Wheels.
It's great to work with my coworkers and be able to do something for the community.
This year's $1.425 million goal, their biggest yet.
We hope that we can stretch beyond that goal, but if everyone gives a little bit, we can all help our friends and neighbors.
Helping close to 40,000 people each year, 85 years united.
We're not only here for today, but we're here for the long term, so we're certainly going to be here for another 85 years.
In Lewiston, Aaron Dixon, WMTW News 8.
Okay, and there you go on that report. What a wonderful story that is. Good community service. And now let's take a look at your stock market and see how your stock market closed for this Friday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your S&P 500 Index closed in the green and went up. Your Nasdaq closed in the green and went up. RUSS 2K closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closes at record high. Dow posts best week since December. U.S. stocks rose to record levels Friday and posted strong weekly gains. UK rises threat level to critical as ISIS claims responsibility for subway blast. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Started?
Yeah, she's off the charts.
He's not ready. They will be. American assassin rated R.
Terror attack in London during the morning rush hour there. This device in flames on a subway train. Counter-terror police helping people evacuate. A manhunt is underway. George is right there for us in London. Good morning, George.
Good morning, Robin. And just after I landed around 8:20 a.m., the height of rush hour here in London, the first calls came about this explosion. An IED, improvised explosive device, on a subway train at the Parsons Green Station. That's a suburb of London. Here, a lot of commotion there at that station. Right now, we know that 18 people have been taken to hospitals. No life-threatening injuries as far as we know, but this is a very serious incident. As you said, the Prime Minister has called an emergency meeting right now. I've been in touch with 10 Downing Street. They are treating this as a terror incident right now, and there is a live manhunt going on across London right now for whoever may have done this. Now, President Trump is already up and tweeting about this. He said there's another attack in London by a loser terrorist. These are sick and demented people who are in the sights of Scotland Yard. Must be proactive. I have to say, we have not confirmed from Scotland Yard that they know who did this, but as I said, they are actively searching now for whoever may have done this right here in London. Now, I want to go on the scene now to Ian Pannell, who's at the Parsons Green Station.
George, it's incredible. Here we are reporting on yet another terrorist attack in the UK. This is the sixth attack that's taken place here, underlying the level of threat that people in the UK are now having to live with, not just here, but also in continental Europe. So the subway station is just down the road there, probably about 300 or 400 yards. This is Parsons Green. It's a very genteel, very upper-class part of London, the kind of area where people who earn lots of money tend to live. The time that it took place, there were people taking children to school, the subway was packed, and then disaster happened. Two passengers fleeing in panic this morning.
Still shocked and shaky, but just trying to calm
down. After this bucket exploded on a packed rush hour train in the heart of London. Emergency responders rushed to the Parsons Green subway station, where witnesses say people were crying, screaming, knocking each other over to try to get out of the station.
And I just saw people running and I just ran as well.
Just hordes of people, like the stampede had already started running towards me. Within about 5 seconds, it was just apparent it was not a safe place to be. And then as the doors open, people were running down the platform, down the stairs.
Flames from the bucket causing numerous burns to passengers.
You know, the smell of like plastic burning, like clothing.
Law enforcement spotted racing down the tracks as rescue crews worked for hours evacuating people from the train. This video shows the bucket in flames after the train emptied.
Let's get away and let's move right down the end of the platform.
The terror threat in the UK has been at its highest possible level after several terrorist attacks in recent months. In June, 8 people were killed and 48 injured after an attack on London Bridge and the Borough Market. 22 concert-goers were murdered at this Ariana Grande concert in Manchester, and 5 were killed in March after a vehicle attack at Westminster. Well, as we said, this is the 6th terrorist incident. There is a live investigation underway, and what we know at the moment is that we don't think they've apprehended a suspect, and that this was an improvised explosive device. One small piece of good news, it wasn't as bad as people thought it could have been, and so the injuries weren't so bad. The police are coming through, so we need to move now.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Also, updates what we know. ISIS has claimed responsibility for the terror attack on the London Tube. An apparent bucket bomb explosion rocked the London subway train Friday morning. The terror attack is the 6th in Britain this year. The blast sent 29 people to the hospital. A manhunt is underway for patriots with no arrest yet. The threat level has been raised to critical, meaning the attack is expected immediately. Witnesses described the ball of flame and loud explosion. Police said the improvised explosion device used did not fully explode. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday night, and I'll see you back here later on tonight for your 7 p.m. newscast. Good night, everyone.